Which country should Americans think twice before visiting? Today, we're diving into the countries where Americans might face restrictions or are advised against traveling. We'll explore the reasons behind the travel advisories and restrictions in each country, from political tensions and safety concerns to visa complexities. For each country in our list, you'll get a concise breakdown of what makes these places challenging for American visitors, including the do's and don'ts. Stick around as we go beyond the headlines to uncover not just the where, but the why, enhancing your understanding of global travel dynamics. This isn't just another travel list. It's a guide to navigating the complexities of international relations and safety. Starting off with number 10. Venezuela is known for its stunning landscapes, from the towering Andes Mountains to the picturesque Caribbean coast. However, it's grappling with severe political and economic turmoil. The U.S. Department of State strongly advises against traveling there due to high crime, civil unrest, and poor health infrastructure, which pose risks like kidnapping and detention for U.S. citizens. As an American, obtaining a visa is another obstacle since you'll need to apply via a Venezuelan embassy in another country. This requires a valid passport, a detailed application, and proof of your travel plans. While Venezuela boasts natural wonders like Angel Falls and Los Roques Archipelago, the current instability makes it a risky destination. Would you take the chance to visit under these conditions? Let's check out our next country. Number 9. Saudi Arabia, long known for its stringent visa policies and governance under strict Islamic law, has recently made it easier for American tourists to visit. Traditionally, visas were mainly for business travelers, Hajj pilgrims, and residents' families. However, as part of its Vision 2030 to diversify its economy away from oil, Saudi launched a tourist visa in 2019, allowing Americans to apply online. The process is straightforward. Complete an online form, upload a passport photo, and pay a fee. This e-visa is valid for 1 year and allows multiple entries, with each stay up to 90 days. Although women under 25 need a family chaperone, those under 25 can travel alone, albeit with modest attire. With 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, like the historic city of Diriyah, Saudi is slowly becoming more accessible, though respect for local customs remains paramount. Would you consider visiting Saudi Arabia with these new changes? Number 8. Let's dive into Haiti, where a do not travel advisory is firmly in place. The country faces severe challenges, including rampant civil unrest and widespread violent crime. Kidnappings are a major concern, with Americans often being targeted. In response, the U.S. government has mandated the departure of its non-emergency personnel and their families. Given these risks, would you risk a visit to Haiti, or would it be safer to explore other destinations? The situation on the ground is extremely volatile. Travelers can encounter unpredictable protests and roadblocks that may escalate into violence without warning. Moreover, the healthcare system is fragile, with significant shortages of medical supplies and basic facilities and clinics. This combination of dangers makes it highly risky for American visitors. Let's move on to our next destination and see if it offers a warmer welcome to travelers. Number 7. Iran. Exploring Iran comes with its own set of challenges, especially for American citizens. Since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, the US and Iran have strained relations, resulting in no diplomatic or consular services available for Americans in Iran. Thinking of visiting Iran? Be prepared for a lengthy visa process, taking about 3 months. Travel arrangements and guides must be pre-approved, and visas are given on a separate paper, not stamped in the passport. Americans are not allowed to travel independently to Iran. They must be part of an organized tour with a licensed guide, following a strictly approved itinerary. This is to monitor and ensure the safety of American tourists in a country highly sensitive to foreign, particularly U.S., involvement. Would this level of restriction affect your decision to visit Iran? Let's see what our next country has in store for us. Number 6. Iraq is currently under a level 4 travel advisory, signaling a do not travel warning. This stems from extreme risks including terrorism, kidnapping, armed conflict, and civil unrest. The U.S. State Department highlights the peril that American travelers face from various terrorist and insurgent groups which regularly target security forces and civilians alike. Are the risks of aerial attacks, improvised explosive devices, and other violent acts something you'd willingly face as a traveler? Foreigners and dual U.S.-Iraqi citizens are particularly vulnerable, often targeted for kidnappings for ransom or political leverage. Additionally, frequent protests can escalate quickly, disrupting transport and other services, making Iraq a complex and dangerous destination for visitors. Let's move on and explore whether our next destination offers a safer environment for travel. Number 5. Lebanon. Imagine exploring ancient ruins and savoring exquisite cuisine, only to be caught in the crossfire of regional conflicts. Lebanon, a country known for its rich history and cultural tapestry, currently holds a level 4 travel advisory, urging do not travel due to significant political instability and terrorism risks. Escalating tensions between Hezbollah and Israel have heightened the danger, with recent rocket attacks adding to the volatility. The Lebanese government struggles to ensure the safety of U.S. citizens amidst this chaos. Would you risk visiting a place where violent crimes, kidnappings, and unexploded landmines near the Syrian border are prevalent? Anti-U.S. sentiments also run high, particularly from groups opposed to U.S. policies, making Americans particularly unwelcome. Number 4. Libya presents a stark image of beauty shadowed by danger. It's under a level 4 travel advisory, marked as do not travel due to its ongoing conflict and high crime rates. The nation grapples with instability, with numerous armed groups frequently clashing, making it a perilous destination for visitors. The risk of kidnapping is particularly high, with foreigners, including Americans, often targeted for ransom or political motives by terrorist groups and criminal gangs. Beyond the threat of abduction, violent crimes like carjacking and armed robbery are rampant. Are the historical sites worth the potential dangers of unexploded landmines and remnants of war, especially near border areas? Let's move on to our next destination and weigh safer travel options. Number 3. Turkmenistan. Known for its striking landscapes like the fiery Door to Hell crater, presents unique travel challenges, particularly for Americans. The country's stringent visa policies and the government's caution toward foreign visitors make it tough to get in. You can't just apply online. You need to go through the embassy in Washington, D.C. and secure a letter of invitation through a Turkmen travel agency, which isn't always guaranteed. Are the exotic allure of ancient ruins and the modern marvels of Ashgabat worth navigating these complex visa hurdles? Once there, independent travel isn't an option. You're typically required to stick with a guided tour unless you have a transit visa, which lets you pass through for up to 5 days but demands a detailed itinerary. Remember to register with the stage migration service within 3 days of arrival to avoid fines. Despite these hurdles, Turkmenistan offers a rewarding journey for those who make it. Number 2. Mexico. While Mexico offers vibrant culture and stunning tourist destinations, certain regions pose serious safety risks. The U.S. State Department particularly warns against travel to states like Colima, Guerrero, Michoacan, Sinaloa, and Tamaulipas. These areas are notorious for high crime rates, including homicide, kidnapping, carjacking, and robbery, often caught in the crossfire of territorial disputes among criminal groups. Thinking about visiting popular spots like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, or Tulum, it's crucial to stay vigilant, especially after dark. Opt for regulated taxis or ride-sharing services like Uber to minimize risks such as robbery and assaults. Given these considerations, Would you still consider Mexico for your next vacation, or would you explore safer alternatives? Number 1. North Korea, or the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, tops the list of places where American travelers face the strictest restrictions. Initially, some Americans explored North Korea through guided tours from China, but increasing political tensions and the nation's isolationist policies under its Juche doctrine have tightened travel limits dramatically. The turning point came with the distressing case of Otto Warmbier, a University of Virginia student arrested in 2016 for allegedly trying to steal a propaganda poster, leading to his tragic death after returning to the U.S. in a coma. His case heightened U.S.-North Korea tensions, resulting in a travel ban for Americans starting July 2017. Now, Americans need a special validation passport for entry, issued only under specific circumstances like journalism and humanitarian work. What are your thoughts on these restrictions? Let's wrap up our global tour and reflect on these diverse travel advisories. As we've seen today, while some countries pose significant challenges for American travelers due to various restrictions, the world is still vast and filled with welcoming destinations. But if you're looking to not just visit but possibly relocate without breaking the bank, you're in luck. Up next, we're switching gears to explore a dozen affordable and secure countries that offer a high quality of life without the hefty price tag. Are you considering a move to where your dollar stretches further while maintaining safety and comfort? Stay tuned as we reveal ideal spots for living well on less.